There we go. All right. How y'all boys doing? How we doing? So we're gonna go ahead. I'm making my thoughts on free agency so far. This probably is the deepest I could ever remember seeing free agency being. And I think that's just the direction where the NFL is right now. Like we're in a certain era where it's just a lot of talent. I think that's just where we are in the NFL right now. I can't assume next year's free agency will be as big as this, but like there's something about the current state of the NFL, and that's a reflection on why this free agency was so stacked. Tsunami, Eckler, MJ, Hectic, Daniel, Dark, Dude, Antonio. I said, oh yeah. All right. Miss y'all boys. Only been a week, but we go by fast. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and talk about it. We'll start with the quarterbacks. Shout out to Spot Track, man. I seen some other websites, but Spot Track there's just so like just on point. It's just on point. But and actually let me zoom this in as well. I don't see myself going to any other website right now, so I'm gonna just zoom this in. What's this here? What you got? What we got on Twitter? This man here. Okay. Hawks have no linebackers. I saw Jordan Brooks got Jordan Brooks signed with who was that Miami? We'll get to it. What's up, Dylan? Never seen full face cam in months. I'm gonna get this actually. It's not how I want it to be, bro. It's not. But we're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back in a little bit. But let's see. How do you use here? Could you say hi? You talking to me? All right. So we got Kirk Cousins signing with Atlanta. This is gonna give me like Matt Ryan vibes. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's definitely gonna give Matt Ryan vibes. We're gonna get a nice pocket passer in there. It's gonna be back to I think somewhat of a normal offense. But Kirk is in a spot where he has all the tools he needs. He has a number one receiver. He has a number one tight end. He has a number one and number two running back. The running back duo is really tough. So, I mean, offensively, maybe they could upgrade the O-line, but offensively, he has everything he needs. You can add some depth in a receiver for sure. Definitely could add some depth there. Oh, they added Darnell Mooney. You know what? Why did they pay Mooney so much? You know, like I like Darnell for sure. You know, and I hear a lot of players in the NFL. I've seen them vouch for him, but he got paid. I ain't gonna lie, he got paid. John Snyder killing me, bro. He not doing anything. There's a few teams out there in free agency right now, bro, not doing anything, and I'm seeing it. I'm just happy the Texans are not one of those teams. Mooney over Gabe. 34 coming off an Achilles injury, and bro gets a bag. Yeah, nah. But the thing is, you know, I could understand if he was coming off an Achilles injury and he was a mobile quarterback. Kirk primarily a pocket guy. You know, it ain't really going to affect him too much. But, hey, hear what it is. I think Tsunami single-handedly boosted his stock because no one talks about him. Yeah, man, that's wild. Gardner Minshew to Vegas. Raiders got them a nice number two quarterback. Actually, they have a nice number 2 and 3 because they got Aiden O'Connell and they got Gardner. I'm assuming they're going to draft the quarterback. So, I mean, they got a nice little situation going on there in case of injury. They locked up Gardner for 2 years. So, likely what's going to happen is either they're going to have AOC come in there and battle. They're probably going to cut AOC, or they're going to keep 3 quarterbacks. That's the only thing I could assume. They're going to have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Yeah, AOC's he's a rookie. He's under a cheap contract. I'm assuming, right? Jimmy G got dropped. I saw that. I signed somebody today. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. Should I do it by teams? No, I feel like that's gonna take longer. I'm just doing it by positions. Jacoby Brissett, that's a nice pickup for New England. Can't go wrong there. One of the best backup quarterbacks in the league, bro. He's gonna be playing for, if he wants to, another 9 years, play up until he's 40. Marcus Mariota to and then that's a nice guy for a rookie to learn from. I feel like Jacoby Brissett been around the league, got some knowledge. He's won games everywhere he's been. So that's gonna be a nice situation for assuming Jaden Daniels to be put in. But Marcus Mariota to Washington, interesting pickup. Obviously he's gonna be the backup there, but I'm curious what direction they're gonna go with their number one quarterback, and I'm curious what direction they're gonna go with the number two. Is it gonna be Marcus Mariota, or is it gonna be Sam Howell, or are they gonna not draft the quarterback? And stick with Sam Howell. What's gonna happen? Geno and Queen should have left the division. All right, we got Mitch Trubisky signing to Buffalo. I think Mitch with Buffalo a couple years ago. He just signed there on a 2-year deal. Okay, 2-year, $5 million. That's not bad, man. They got a nice deal for a backup QB. Drew Lock to the Giants. That's a good fit. He can go out there, actually get an opportunity to compete and win some games. And I'm not gonna say compete to be a starter, but he will start some games. Considering the fact that their quarterback situation is real shaky. And injuries happen. Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh. This is probably the best free agent pickup, off the strength that they are paying this man $1.2 million on a 1-year deal, which means he's going to get paid next year. He's already getting paid this year from the Broncos, so he's doing a minimum right now. Or Russ might be that humble guy, and if the Steelers do good, he's going to take that discount, because he already got some bread in the bank. He might take a little discount and try to get them to spread the money around. I'm surprised they traded Deontay Johnson though. Maybe he just wanted to go somewhere else. That's a good fit for him, but is what it is. Tyrod Taylor to the Jets. That's an odd one to me. I mean, he's a good backup quarterback, but that's an odd one to me. Like the fit, you got Aaron Rodgers there. I would assume you put somebody there a little bit similar, but maybe they just want somebody experienced. That's the Broncos. Like better than Dan Jones. See no reason why he gets more money, bro. So he can pay like $100 million for the Broncos. That's crazy. Deontay was shocked he got traded. Oh wow. Yeah, then in that situation, I don't understand why they traded him. That's wild. It's wild. Sam Darnold to the Vikings. I think I kind of want to see Sam play some games, but I know that's not going to be ideal. They're likely going to draft a quarterback, like, if being realistic. Minnesota, I don't think they were in the draft conversation 72 hours ago, but now they are, and that's going to be interesting because it was Atlanta. Now, doesn't Atlanta have a top 10 pick or top 5 pick? So now they could put that on something else. They could, if I'm them, honestly, I'm gonna go and get a receiver. Maybe there's another need that's more important for them to address, but you got Drake London. Like, why not add another guy there for Kirk to throw to? Atlanta 8th. His Vikings getting Phoenix. It's not bad. Maybe still draft a rookie wide receiver. Class is stacked. Yeah, this class is definitely stacked. Jameis Winston to the Browns. That's a nice spot for him. That's definitely a nice spot for him with the weapons that they got. It's gonna be a very interesting situation. We still got a decent amount of backup quarterbacks on the market. Ryan Tannehill, Teddy retired. Tyler Huntley, that's actually an interesting one. I want to see where he goes. Maybe since the market, he's not highly touted in the market. I hope that's the correct word. But maybe he goes back to Baltimore. Joe Flacco, don't really know where he goes. I would assume he still wants to play. He played pretty well this past season. Won comeback player of the year, right? Correct. Huntley coming to Seattle. That'd be interesting. Honestly, I don't think Seattle's going to draft a quarterback. I think they're sticking with Geno unless they go into the later rounds and draft a quarterback. But They're definitely not early, so that would be a safe pickup for them. Actually, would be a very safe pickup for them. Get a guy who's 26 years old to come in there and compete with Geno. Why not? Easton Sticks, Joshua Dobbs. Joshua had a nice run last year, here and there. Didn't really pan out. The rest of these guys, I don't really know. AJ McCarron went back to the UFL. All right, running back. One of the most exciting positions this offseason. Some changes we did not expect to see. Only 16 running backs got signed out of currently 41. And this is just day 1 and 2. So there are some surprising names I'm going to touch on as well that didn't get signed, but we're going to talk about the ones who did first. Drafting the offensive player in the top 10 4 years in a row. 4 years in a row is wild. Drafting QB McDonald. Don't like Geno that much. Well, if y'all draft the QB, then I want to see a point for signing Huntley. Personally, because Geno's under contract. Geno got paid, didn't he? Didn't Geno get paid? Okay, so we got Josh Jacobs to Green Bay. When I say all of these moves, the only like one I could possibly predict was Derrick Henry going to Baltimore, because that was being talked about during the season. But I mean, outside of that, I didn't expect none of this. You know, I thought Saquon was pretty much a shoe-in to go to the Texans. It is what it is, though. I like our situation now, but we got Josh Jacobs to the Packers. I think they upgraded. I think Josh Jacobs is better than Aaron Jones, personally. It's just my opinion. But they lost Aaron Jones and they lost A.J. Dillon, so they're going to have to figure. But I think the running backs that they had on the roster were pretty solid. They had Taylor and another guy. But honestly, I say draft the guy. The situation for Vegas is going to be interesting now that they have Zamir White as the starter. I look forward to seeing how that plays out. 100% look forward to that. But Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. Saquon is going to arguably much better O-line. So we actually might see the best of Saquon. It might be a resurgence, somewhat of a, you know, how C-Mac had with the Niners. The situation is really good for Saquon. This probably was the best fit for him. Personally, it probably was the best fit for him. Got a nice receiving core. Got a viable quarterback. Got a good O-line. So there's gonna be so much work taken off of his shoulders. You know, he's gonna go out there, ball out, and again, he possibly could have his best year. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. They said they asked Aaron Jones to take a 50% pay cut to stay on the team. That's crazy. 50% is tough. I probably wouldn't have did it either. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been like, yeah, I'll go somewhere else. Y'all don't want me that bad. 50% is crazy. But as well, it's nice for the Packers. They got younger and they're already a young team. You know, Aaron Jones 29, Josh Jacobs 26. They're I ain't gonna lie, man. Packers looking nice. They're looking nice. Tony Pollard to Tennessee. That's kind of odd because I saw it was either the owner or GM. Somebody said something about Tajay Spears, saying he's that guy, and then they come out and sign Tony Pollard. There could be a nice running back duo. I don't know what the expectation is. Tony didn't really ball out being the number one last year. Like he didn't. I don't think. I mean, he's a good running back, but he didn't meet the expectation. I think that was set on him. You know. I think everybody expected him to do way better than what he did. But I mean that situation could play out. It could play out nice for him. He locked into a 3-year contract. I probably would have did like 2. But I mean, like, you know, the money's there. The situation's good. He believes he's going to be the starter. Cool. But I think it's going to be some competition with Tajay Spears. That's just my personal opinion. It might be a 1-2 punch. And if it works, it works, you know. We'll see how it plays out. But we'll see. Rico Dowdle season. Yo, the Cowboys didn't sign a running back. Did they? No, they didn't. So Cowboys are likely going to draft one. I'm not gonna lie, they got some good running backs in this draft, bro. It's a few guys put into the right situation could start day one. I say at least 3 guys I feel like are day one starters, and then there are some guys outside of that again, the right situation, they can contribute day one. You probably want a vet in there to like give a 1-2 punch. Maybe down later in the season they could break out and take that starting role. But I like this this draft class. We got DeAndre Swift to the Bears. I don't know if that was his preferred destination or what. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about the Bears and running backs. Like it's not consistent. I don't know what's gonna play out, with that situation. Like, is he gonna be the go-to back? I know they got Khalil Herbert. He got some breakout games. I know he's not like, no, Khalil's not elite, but like, are they committing to him? Because who they had? They had David Montgomery. They had who's their best running back this year? I'm trying to think. He's gonna be 65 Pollard, 35 Tajay. It'll be split, but I mean that's reasonable. We'll see how it plays out. Don't really like Swift to Chicago. I'm not a fan of it either. Honestly, I don't think they needed to pay big money for a running back. But I mean, I don't know. I think there are places that probably would have been a better fit for DeAndre Swift, but we'll just see how it plays out. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. He got him a solid contract, so that's what it is. Cowboys could get cooked on a cheap deal. That'd be cool. I would like that. There's some guys out there. I'm gonna touch on that. But we got Devin Singletary to the Giants. That's a good pickup for the Giants. You're not replacing Saquon, but you're not spending big money on a running back. I mean, they didn't want to do that anyway because they paid Daniel Jones first, so it's not like y'all prioritize that anyway. But if anything, you draft a running back. Plain and simple. You go in the third, second round, get you a running back who can contribute day one. This would be a perfect situation for one of those guys who I said may not be a day one starter, but that'd be a nice 1-2 punch. Devin Singletary and a good rookie. We'll see how it plays out. But they probably pick up somebody in the draft. Derrick Henry to the Ravens. One of the best fits. A run heavy offense for Derrick Henry. He goes from one run heavy offense to another run heavy offense. Still playing at a high level, still available consistently, still like healthy, strong running back. I think this would be a good situation for him. I think it'd be a good situation for Lamar too. I feel like the league respects Derrick Henry so much, they're going to stack that box as usual. Knowing that Lamar is a threat, like that's going to be tough to defend. Now that can open up the pass game for Lamar in a way it hasn't been opened up before. We'll see, but I think that's realistic. Motor reunited with Dabo. Okay. Oh, Roschon. That's what I was thinking of. Roschon Johnson in Chicago. Yeah, man. Like, bro, I don't think they needed to pay. I don't think the Bears needed to pay big money for a running back, bro. I don't. I think see what you got, bro. Go Roschon and Khalil Herbert 1-2 punch. I don't think that was a huge need for them, But so be it. It's basically a guarantee for Henry to come. Let's see. We got Antonio Gibson to the Patriots. This is odd to me. And why I say that, let me see. Okay, Zeke is a free agent. Never mind. But it still is a little odd to me because they have Ramondre Stevenson. And it definitely feels like they're stepping away from Ramondre. Because last year with Zeke, they definitely tried to implement like a 1-2 punch with Zeke and Ramondre. And I feel like Ramondre has proved and shown that he is a number one running back. But it's like, I don't know what the vibe is there. Like, they don't really trust him completely. Why, I don't know, But to sign another running back, they got him on a good deal, though. They got Antonio Gibson on a very good deal. 3 years. Well, that's his average, $3 million a year, $3.7 million a year. That's a really good deal. If I'm them, I would take that too. Why not? I got a younger running back than Zeke. I got a nice 1-2 punch. But, it's tough for Ramondre as an individual, because I feel like he's a good running back. But this is a good pickup and a good fit. Gibbs just has to protect the ball. A lot of his career has been derailed by fumbling. He's a good running back. He just drops the ball too much. That's it. Eagles stop using Swift for some reason. Swift was looking crazy at one point. But I think it was the O-line complimenting him. That's a good O-line, bro. That's why I say Saquon is in a nice spot. You put an elite running back with an elite O line. Oh my gosh. Put a good running back with an elite O line. He gonna look good. He gonna look better. But it's the perfect situation. Again, like I said, kind of like C-Mac with the 49ers. It could take the Eagles offense to another level. But we'll see. Austin Eckler to the Commanders. They got him on a cheap deal. That's not a bad pickup for the Commanders. You know, you get a veteran running back who potentially still has some juice. He's only 2 years away from having an amazing season. So I mean, like, you get him on a cheap deal and see if he still can beat that guy. Pair him with Brian Robinson, and just see if he still got it. And if he doesn't, I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised if they draft a guy, maybe 5th, 6th round, just to get a rookie in there, or even, I'm pretty sure they got somebody on the roster they're comfortable with, which they do. Chris Rodriguez, just remembered. But no, Saquon has a high chance to win the rushing title. Rajay proves himself. Saquon definitely does. But behind that O-line, he's in a good spot. When Kevin Zeitler, Cam Curl, Jerome Burger. We got DJ Dallas to Arizona. That's a solid pickup. DJ's I think he'd be a nice depth back. Pairing him with James Conner. It's not bad. He got some return ability. It's not bad. Zach Moss, I like this, honestly. I don't like that they moved on from Joe Mixon, but I mean, I do like the fact that they picked up Zach Moss. Like if you're gonna move on from Joe Mixon, that's not a bad replacement. You got a young running back, 26 years old. He has shown that he can. Last year, he showed that he can be a starter, and if you can get a starter running back for roughly $4 million a year, why not? And again, I see Cincinnati as another team in a situation where, man, go ahead, draft a running back. Why not? Later rounds. It's not a need. Oh no, who they got? They got actually no. They don't need to draft a running back. They got a rookie from last year. What's his name? I can't think of his name, bro. I can't think of his name. Oh, they're good. They're good. Yeah. That's not a bad pickup at all. I can't think of his name. Mixing for a 7th is wild. That is wild. Chase Brown. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice duo. Chase Brown and Zach Moss. For cheap, that's not bad, bro. That's not bad. But Mixon as a running back, bro, very talented running back, and I hope the Texans, I hope they do him right. I hope they can establish the run game this year. I mean, you got Joe Mixon. I don't see why you won't. But Texans try to run the ball. I feel like they tried maybe more than Cincy. I could be wrong, but that's what he needed, bro. Change the scenery. He was in an offense where T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase, like, bro, they trying to throw the ball. They're not trying to hand it to you 30 times a game, And I think the Texans don't mind doing that with their running backs. If they can give the running back 25 carries and make that work, they'll do that. Different philosophies, and it's okay. Different strokes for different folks. Aaron Jones to the Vikings, 1 year, $7 million. I like it. Prove it deal for Aaron Jones. He can secure him a nice bag after this. Still a viable running back. The only thing he had to worry about is injuries, just staying healthy. Good running back though. Save, what up? Moss not fast. Chase Brown got some wheels. Moss could run, but he not fast. He could definitely outrun some people for sure. Got a little breakaway speed, but I don't know if I call him fast. I don't know about that, but he got some wheels. Imagine telling someone in 2022 Aaron Jones is a Viking, Eckler is a Commander, Saquon an Eagle. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody saw this prior to the offseason, like last offseason. If you would, bro, this is crazy. It really is. Gus Edwards to the Chargers. I like this a lot. I actually do. I think this is a good fit. It's a different style of running back that the Chargers are getting. Who else do they have on the roster? I don't know who their other running backs are, but I could see them pairing a guy with him. You might want to get a speedster in there or somebody a guy who's fast and put his head down. Like what's that guy? I can't Isaac Garendo, the guy who played, I think he played at Louisville, running back like that, 4.3 speed, but he puts his head down, physical runner. You pair him with a similar style back, like a Raheem Mostert type. That could be nice, but if not though, I look forward to seeing Gus being a number one or a lead back. He was a lead back last year, really, but I like the fit in LA. I like that fit. I only got him because of Greg Roman. He fits the Harbaugh type prototype. Most def. I don't like this move. They run blocking one of the worst. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a priority for Harbaugh. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a priority for them to get figured out. If I think he's just one of them coaches, like that's his philosophy. We're gonna run the ball and we're gonna play defense. Whether they figure that out this year or not, we'll see. But I think that's what he leans toward. Nyheim Hines to the Browns, that could be good. Nyheim coming off an injury. I think he missed last year, but that could be a solid pickup. Could be. We'll see how it plays out. No money there, but I guess just the agreement. No money disclosed. Savon Ahmed back to the Dolphins. Dearness Johnson back to the Jags. Chase Edmonds back to the Bucks. So nothing really exciting there. This is an interesting one. Cordell Patterson. I'm still rooting for the 49ers to pick him up. I'm still on that wagon, hoping they pick him up. Alexander Madison. He could be a nice number 2 somewhere. Maybe Zeke goes back to Dallas, Pretty sure they're in talks. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe a reunion, but I'm pretty sure he's weighing his options. Zeke, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be a number 2. I'm pretty sure he wants to be in a split back role or have the opportunity to start again. But Zeke was productive last year. Once he got that break, once Ramondre got injured, Zeke was definitely productive. And unfortunately, that's what it took for him to show his productivity. But once that happened, he showed he can still produce. Again, like I don't know if I look at him as a lead back, but in the right offense, I think he definitely can be. What's up, Javian? The most unexpected signing. The most unexpected signing for me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep going through. I don't know yet. Pollard to the Titans. That was an odd one. I'm not gonna lie, that was odd for me. I didn't see that coming. Pollard to the Titans. I definitely for sure thought they were gonna roll with Tajay. Free agency officially starts on Wednesday at 4 p.m. So we're gonna see some crazy stuff then on Wednesday. Everyone has to be the 53 by tomorrow. Really? Joe Mixon to the Texans. Yeah. I didn't expect that. I definitely not. I didn't see them cutting Joe Mixon either. What was crazy, I was driving home and on the radio, I listen to sports radio sometimes on the way home, and the guy was like, it'd be interesting if the Texans can pick up Joe Mixon. I think the Bengals might cut him. Then it literally, like 1 minute later, they said breaking news. The Bengals just cut Joe Mixon. I was like, that's crazy. And then later that night, Texans trade for Joe Mixon. So, like, fire. Awesome. But, it's funny. I have 50 million. Can you tell me about quarterbacks? I just went over the quarterbacks. Just went over them. I'm going to post this on YouTube, though. No, I'm not even going to chop it. I'm going to just drop it. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 24 years old. Clyde, somebody's going to pick up Clyde. The unfortunate part is, bro, of these guys, we're going to see some of these guys in the UFL because some of them might not just get picked up. It's just what it is. Like it happened last year. I think it happened the year before that, if I'm not mistaken. They went to the XFL or USFL. It's just what it is. Some of these guys they just might not get picked up. Deontay Foreman. I wouldn't mind him coming back to Houston. I think that'll fill out our backfield, but as a number 2. But I'm pretty sure he wants to go somewhere to start. I think same thing, kind of with Zeke. Same thing with Madison. You want to go somewhere to start. I think maybe Clyde or CP. They probably, are looking at a situation where they can go into a split role. I think Cordell Patterson is a player you just want to use all over the field. I don't really know where he's gonna go, bro. But Deontay Foreman, good running back, still got some value. Boston Scott, kind of surprised to see him depart from Philly. They didn't really use him much last year, honestly. They had a very crowded backfield, very, very crowded, but is what it is. Damian Harris, I forgot about Damian Harris. Cam Akers, another one. Got some productive guys here. J.K. Dobbins, Matt Breida, Kareem Hunt, Rashad Penny, A.J. Dillon, Jerick McKinnon. Oh, wow. So that definitely tells me if the Chiefs don't re-sign Jerick McKinnon, they're going to draft a running back. And it's some quality guys out there I can see kind of replicate what Jerick McKinnon does for them. Like some rookies, I could definitely see it. But we'll see. Latavius Murray, Ty Johnson, Marlon Mack, Rico Dowdle. So Rico's a free agent. So what's up with Dallas? It's just Deuce Vaughn, huh? Josh Kelly, Lynn Bowden, Eno Benjamin, Raheem Blackshear, Julius Chestnut, Patrick Taylor is a free agent. Okay. So I just said something about him earlier. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. JK said the Cowboys will be elite. Is Dalvin Cook still under contract with the Ravens? Because I don't see him on here. But I think the Cowboys should do that. Whether they draft a running back or go ahead and check out the fullbacks. Whether they draft a running back or whatever, I think a good veteran, like a productive veteran, wouldn't hurt. Dalvin, he's on the next page. Did I not see a second page? Yeah, no, it's not letting me go to another page. 41. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But all right, let's go to receiver. I'm gonna skip the fullback. Sorry, fullbacks. Not gonna lie, I thought Henry was a Cowboy. Do the Cowboys have money? JK probably gonna get injured. Yeah. Okay, so only 10 receivers got signed. Jerry Jeudy got traded for, of course. Speaking on that, I think that's a good fit. Not a lot of pressure on Jeudy. I feel like we know that Amari Cooper is the number one receiver. I think he's gonna be the go-to guy. I believe they still got Elijah Moore under contract, and I don't see him on here. So, gosh, it's a lot of receivers. Yes, they do. It's got Elijah Moore and what's the guy named Tillman? Is his name? Is it Tillman? The rookie receiver from last year. They definitely got They definitely got a decent amount of guys. So they really don't need any more receivers. They could probably add another veteran in there for depth and maybe draft a rookie to get some versatility. But they got a solid receiving core. Cedric Tillman. Got you. All right, we got Darnell Mooney. Of the receivers, he had the highest contract. Well, him and Gabe Davis. Darnell, man, I guess they high on him. Like I said, I've heard one or two receivers in the NFL say good stuff about him, and he had a good season a few years ago. He's still young. He's 26, so there might be some juice there. So we just gotta see how that plays out. Either it's gonna be good or it's gonna be mid. So we'll see. But Gabe Davis to the Jaguars, I actually like that signing. They got him and Devin Duvernay. I think Devin is productive. Then Devin gives you some return ability as well. Who's the other receiver that they just had? Zay Jones. So that's not a bad receiving core, bro. And you got Christian Kirk. Like, that's not a bad receiving core at all. I like that. I actually think Gabe is gonna do good there. I think the system in Buffalo was just a little different. I don't really know how I look at it. Like, I can't articulate how I look at it, but I think Gabe will be productive in in Jacksonville. I think he'll actually get the ball. I can see that happening. But we'll see how it plays out. They got mouths to feed, and we'll see who's going to be that number two to Christian Kirk. What was Kirk's injury? I know he got hurt, right? So Darnell Mooney contract equals Christian Kirk contract. That's what I was thinking too. It's like it could work out, and if it works out like that, it could be fire. But we'll see. Oh, they still got Bell. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, you can replay it. You can replay it, bro. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Definitely ate too much. We got Devontae Parker to the Eagles. That's actually a good signing. I like that. Devontae as a number 3 option. Some games he'll be a number 2. I think their play calling is pretty solid. I think it's a more I think he's going into a more I don't know what the word I want to use. More intricate offense, a more I don't know, but he's going into a situation where it's going to be upgraded for him. Now it's going to be tough for him as far as getting the ball, unless it just clicks like that. Because again, they got 2 other receivers. They got Goddard, and they got Saquon now. So as far as getting the ball to him is going to be tough. But if it works out, it works out. That's not a bad deal. 1 year, $4 million. He got some bread. That's cool. He's a top 5 50-50 ball receiver. I think I could think of 5 receivers who are better 50-50 ball receivers than him. But he's definitely a good 50-50 ball receiver. What up, Roland? Doing these reacting to these free agent signings. We on receivers, went through quarterbacks and running backs already. Gabe will be productive every 3 games. I think Gabe. I think that's a nice spot for him, bro. Honestly do. I think that'd be I think that could be cool. Who's Gunnar Olszewski? He was with the Giants. He re-signed to the Giants. I forgot he was with the Giants. If so, what I think about Antonio Gibson. Good pickup. You got younger there, with Zeke. So you replace Zeke with a younger running back. He's got to protect the ball. I just kind of feel bad for Ramondre because I feel like they trying to force Ramondre into a split running back role. But I feel like he's a number 1 running back. But I mean, it is what it is, It's part of the game. We got Noah Brown re-signing with the Texans. I like that. Got him $4 million. I got to put up what he had a game with 135 and a game with 172. So for $4 million, that's not bad. I like it. It was a nice depth pickup. I think we could add another receiver. But other than that, that's not a bad addition to keep. Jalen Reagor re-signed with New England, 1 year, $1.2 million. So it's like the minimum, huh? It's like veteran minimum. Brandon Powell with the Vikings. Powell has some solid, flashes here and there, so that could be good for him. Isaiah McKenzie to the Giants. Why? The Giants just signed the same type of receivers. They want receivers who are 5'11", 5'10", and under, and fast and shifty. They just sign a bunch of these same type of guys. I don't know why, bro. But hey, money's money, bro. You gonna take that contract if they throwing it to you. You know what I mean? Amir Smith-Marset re-signed with Carolina. He had some productive games last year. They really included him in the game plan a lot more last year. But Deontay Johnson, we could talk about that too. Them adding Deontay might take away from his plate. Hopefully, having Deontay there could help out. Obviously Bryce, but help out Jonathan Mingo as well, because I feel like that guy has so much potential. But we'll see. We'll see in year 2. Paris Campbell to Isaiah McKenzie. Let's see. So Allen Robinson is a free agent. I don't know, man. I guess that contested catch guy that Allen Robinson was just, it might be done. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, it's not looking likely. I thought he was a good addition to the Steelers. There was some potential still there, but I think we're like 3 years removed from that season that he had, 3 or 4 years, and it's I mean, we'll see. Odell Beckham Jr., free agent. I mean, honestly, I see him re-signing with Baltimore, but he might go somewhere where there's just some guaranteed money, and even if it's a 1-year deal, I could see Odell doing that. But I'm pretty sure he liked the culture in Baltimore. I'm pretty sure he liked the situation and like the fit. But again, it's about money at the same time, and you want your guaranteed money, and obviously he might not get paid the same amount that he did last year due to production, and it's not like the Ravens have an elite passing offense, so it's like, hey, we're not going to pay elite money to receivers if that's just not our situation. So I mean, we'll see, but I can see him going back to Baltimore unless somebody gives him a bunch of guaranteed money. And I think that's just how that's going to play out. OBJ back to the Rams. Heck, nah, they good. The Rams, they good. Who's that? Who's the receiver the Rams got towards the second half of the season and he started breaking out? The number 3, I can't think of his name. Marquise, free agent. Demarcus Robinson. Yeah. I think they like what they got. I think the Rams they're gonna be set there, and they still got Tutu Atwell, so their 4 is nice. Let me see. We got Curtis Samuel. Oh man, it's some quality, like it's some quality receivers here. Even if they're 2s or 3s or whatever, however you want to look at them, it's quality here. Curtis Samuel, that'd be a nice pickup for somebody. Tyler Boyd be a nice pick. Dang, bro. I kind of feel for Tyler. He played all these years in Cincinnati. He's 29 now. I thought he was young. I mean, he's young, but I thought he was much younger than that. And he's just been a number 2 majority of his career, a 2 and a 3. But I mean, he's still productive though. So I definitely want to see him go somewhere else, where he'll actually get a solidified role and not be put on the back burner. But I mean, it's gonna be up to him. And of course, it's gonna be about money as well. I think Chiefs could be a cool spot for him. If they want him, but I saw they cleared up that cap space, so assuming Chiefs are going to try to make a move for Mr. T. Higgins, maybe not. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, another guy who I feel like is a solid like 3 or 4. Like if you need a number 3 or 4 receiver on your team, this would be a great pickup. Need some depth, like a team like the Texans or a team like. Trying to think who else could use like a 3 or 4, maybe like the Colts, they could use like a 4. Trying to think, well, he'd be a guy to come in there and make some splash plays, and I think he could bring value to almost any team. MBS is a Jet. Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Bring him back with Rodgers. Yeah, that'd be cool. Gotta go, but if you could check this out, it's really rare in the NFL today. Let me check. I planned on streaming like hours ago, bro, but it's life. The Patriots have agreed to terms with Josh Uche to return to New England on a 1-year deal. He has several offers, including one worth $15 million over 2 years, with 11 fully guaranteed, but his heart was in New England. He returned for a 1-year, $3 million deal, upside to $8 million. Oh my gosh! I mean, I guess when you got peace in life, money ain't everything, You got peace, stability, and you happy in life, and maybe he's doing good with his money outside of football. That's the only reason I can see him turning that down. He feel like he's doing good with his money, and he don't feel like he needs that. Like he likes where he's at, and that's actually awesome to see. Like that's tough. If that's his situation, which I would hope. Like I feel like that's the safest assumption to turn down more money. As well, if you got 11 mil guaranteed in a state where the state tax is crazy, then it's no point in leaving. Like it that plays a huge part. That state tax plays a huge part. MVS a Raider. Oh, that would be a good fit too. Oh yeah, that'd be a good fit. I think he's betting on himself to have a really good year this year, get a bag next year. Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Not a bad philosophy either. Passing ain't doing anything. Should have went to a better team. I mean, but if you situation like that, he's betting on himself. Then it ain't really by the team. It's just by him. Like Jonathan Renard. A player like that, bet on himself. I guess I don't know. No, his contract was just coming up. I almost said bet on himself, but situation like that, ain't really about how good the Texans do. If you get 12 sacks in a season, somebody's gonna pay you. Cedric Wilson. I don't know how I feel about Cedric at this point in his career. He had some solid games last year. Could be same situation like Valdez Scantling. Maybe like a solid 3-4. We'll see. DJ Chark. I like DJ Chark. But just things didn't really pan out in Carolina. Like crazy athlete, and I wish he could like be more polished at the receiver position, like more technical. But I mean, like athleticism is crazy, and I think his potential is high. He's only 27, so he still got some years in the tank, bro, to like really like put a stamp, and solidify himself somewhere. But I mean, we'll see. He could be a good pickup for somebody. Could just be, a number 2, number 3. I don't know, but we'll see. He's bounced around a little bit now, bro, and I'm pretty sure he wants some stability. So we'll see. Jamal Agnew no longer with the Jags. He's been with the Jags his whole career, if I'm not mistaken, huh? So that's different, man. That's different. I think somebody's gonna pick him up. Who? I don't know. He can be a fit almost anywhere. He got some return ability, so he can do a multitude of things if you want to line him up in the backfield, get creative. So I think he'll be good. Deontay Hardy, another guy who I think would be a good pickup for somebody. Another 4-3. It's a decent amount of depth guys here. McCole Hardman, pretty sure he's gonna test the market, but Kansas City's probably gonna bring him back. He's not gonna be a priority to bring back, obviously. I'm pretty sure, again, like I said, they're probably going after T. Higgins, but we'll see. I think a big part of it was because Judon missed like the whole year. Uche still 25. Why decline 11? He had an 11 sack season. You probably think he's gonna go crazy. Charka Bill wouldn't be a bad fit. I don't know. Braxton Berrios, free agent. Berrios, man, he was productive at one point, bro. Who was he with before Miami? Or was that Miami? He was productive with, but the Jets, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, he was productive, man. It's just, I mean, he went to a situation where you playing with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and they got some tough running backs. Like, man, it's just not the best situation. They not, you're not finna get the ball like that. Like, you got to be realistic. Jakeem Grant, speedster, could be a good pickup anywhere. Josh Reynolds, man, I ain't gonna lie, Josh could be a good pickup for somebody. Detroit may bring him back, maybe not. I don't know, but he's out there trying to test the market. Randall Cobb, I don't know what to expect out of that. Hollywood Brown, probably one of these bigger names out there of this receiving core. Some solid names out here. What to expect from Hollywood Brown? Don't know, man. Pretty sure it's a decent amount of teams out there trying to contact him. If I'm him, you want to go somewhere where you have a legit passer. Who did he play with? He played with Lamar at first, and there's no disrespect to Lamar, but that's a run first team. Played with Kyler next. That is not really, I don't know. I mean, like, Kyler could throw the ball for sure, but he's hurt often, so that situation that hasn't been stable for him. Pretty sure he's gonna want to go somewhere where he has stable quarterback play with a good offense and good offensive coordinator. So a lot of teams are gonna want him. Same thing with Calvin Ridley. A lot of teams are gonna want both of these guys. Don't really know what to expect, but Chiefs are sure getting at least one or two receivers. If they don't get T. Higgins, they could probably get both of these guys on a nice deal. I don't know, but Matthew Slater retired. Matt Collins, a guy that I like, but just hasn't been consistent. Or maybe just a situation. Ray McLeod. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to San Francisco, but we'll see. Laviska Shenault, talented guy, but just hasn't panned out yet. Trent Sherfield, Marquise Goodwin, another speedster, but he's up there in age. Chase Claypool. Kind of want to see who signs Chase Claypool. I don't want to see that, you know. His rookie year was good. I mean, outside of that, though, we haven't seen much else from him. But he's 25, and like the size and speed is there, so he got the athleticism and the right offense with the right offensive coordinator. It could be crazy. Him going to Miami was like a waste. So I mean, this offseason could be good for him. He could pick where he goes, and it could actually be good for him. You know, and again, like I would suggest him to go to a position where he actually will be in line to get the ball, not playing behind Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and all these running backs, and you know, just that a situation similar to that, you know, a situation where he actually can get the ball and got a decent quarterback, maybe on a 1-year deal. You know, that's what I would do. Like go somewhere on a 1-year deal. Didn't Chiefs free up a lot of cap space with Mahomes? Yeah, man, they gonna do something. Assuming the Bengals are asking for a second and a 4. You know, honestly, bro, I'm very sure the Bengals would not want to trade T. Higgins to the Chiefs. That's the last team they want to do that, but we'll see. Texans Cobb was prime Cobb. I honestly forgot that was a thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Alfie, what's going on, man? Raiders, Matt Collins, tough. Freed up money, but all of it's going to that. I still do not understand why the Broncos will cut Russell Wilson, knowing they have to pay him that money. I would just make it work. If you don't want to keep him, at worst, draft the quarterback and like, okay, now we got a good situation here. It's not good, but I'm gonna draft the quarterback and have him sit behind Russell Wilson and then cut him. You know. See how it goes, you know. But at least, you know, get some usage out of him, you know. Like, that was just. Chiefs ain't gonna get T. Why you say that? I said not gonna lie twice. Bengals should get Agnew. Oh, that would be a good pickup. Yeah, that would. I feel like that shake up the receiving core a little bit. I actually would like that. That's where Chase Claypool should go. Go to the Bengals. You know, I'm not saying that they would want him that bad, but like, if you're a receiver who wants to play again with a good quarterback, and you know you want to prove it deal, and you want to be in line to get the ball. I mean, obviously, maybe they bring back Tyler Boyd, maybe they don't. But if they don't, he's gone. T. Higgins finna get traded. All they got is Jamar Chase. That number 2 and number 3 spot is wide open. You're playing in a system that is a little more pass heavy. I honestly, if I'm any of these receivers, that probably would be a spot that I want to go to. I want to go to the Chiefs, maybe the Texans, because I feel like the Texans 1 and 2 is already solidified. Chiefs got a number 1 spot open, and Bengals for sure have a number 2 spot open. So yeah, that'd probably be and all of those are good quarterbacks. I'm trying to think of another situation, another team that has some money. I mean, the Bills would be cool because you know they just cut Gabe Davis. So well, not cut him, but you know they let him walk. So Bills could be cool. I'm trying to think of who else. T should go to the Pats. I mean, that's if they want to trade for him. That'd be a good situation for him because then like there's no question he's the number 1. If he goes to the Chiefs, I think he'll be the number 1. But like, you know, you still got Rashee Rice there, so take a little food out of his mouth. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't care. Like you playing with the Chiefs, but yeah, I mean that wouldn't be a bad situation. We got DeAndre Carter, got some return ability up there in age a little bit, but good, solid receiver. Van Jefferson, another guy. I got some question marks on him, but we'll see. Chris Moore, productive receiver. I say he'd be like a productive 3 or 4. Sterling Shepard. I kind of want to see Sterling go somewhere where it's pass heavy, where he has a good quarterback, reliable quarterback. Maybe have like somewhat of a later resurgence. But I think another situation would be good for him, bro. He's 31, been playing in New York his entire career. I don't think he's had a consistent quarterback. Has he? I don't know. Nick Westbrook, Akine. I feel like he should re-sign with Tennessee, but I could be wrong. Richie James. Richie could play almost anywhere. He's a solid like 3-4. Zakia, same thing. Solid like 3-4. Scotty, speedster, could play almost anywhere. Jalen Guyton, I like Jalen Guyton. Healthy Jalen Guyton was really good. So I mean, we'll see what happens with that. He could play. He could play. Healthy, he could play. Cordell Hodge, kind of like him, but he, I don't know. He's been, somewhat of like a role player type receiver. Equinemius St. Brown, I don't know what to expect with him. Chris Conley, athlete, but up there in age. Jamison Crowder, another athlete up there in age. Alec Erickson, solid, not really explosive like that. I mean, we'll see what plays out with him. Laquan Treadwell, we'll see. Trent Taylor, Byron Pringle, Craig Kraft, Keith Kirkwood, Keelan Doss, KJ Osborne. Oh, that'd be a good pickup for somebody. I like KJ Osborne. Trent Irwin, he's productive. He's productive. I think he could be good for somebody. But yeah, definitely like KJ Osborne. Donovan Peoples-Jones, some potential there. He went to Detroit. Their receiving core was already set, so he kind of another one of the receivers. You got traded to a bad situation. Just is what it is. They wanted depth, but they really didn't need you. It was like, hey, we want you, and if it's a good fit, it's a good fit, but we really don't need you. And that's just how it played out. Jameson Williams ended up playing good, and they didn't really need him. Austin Tremmel, don't really know too much about Austin. Joe Reed, Quez Watkins. Oh, Quez could be a good pickup for somebody. I think he still got some juice. 25 years old. He's still young. Jalen Moore, 26. Trey Nixon, 26. Trey never really panned out, bro. He was a surprise pickup for me from New England. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't when they drafted him, I didn't expect that. But Darius Shepard. KJ Osborne could be a solid 3. Definitely. He's one of the guys who'll be a good fit on a multitude of teams. Definitely. Bro, this receiving core is like our receiving core. This receiving free agency. It's really deep, bro. Like a few teams could really like fill some. I say a few teams. A lot of teams could fill some holes. A lot of teams. You got some 1s in here, some 2s in here, some 3s in here, and some 4s in here. Like if a team wanted to be aggressive, they can really address this free agency. But spent a lot of time on receiver. Let's go to tight end. Quay's going to the UFL for real? I hope so. I wouldn't mind seeing him like a little, a flash of that, and then him getting back to the NFL, doing his thing. KJ like a 72 overall. KJ got some potential. Like in a right offense, solid number 3. But so we in the high 60 overalls. Okay, that's what you're talking about. And we trade T. I think we should draft Brian Thomas. Did Brian Thomas play with Joe or no? Nah, he couldn't have. That's like Joe been in the league for like 3 years now, huh? 3, 4. Time flies. Quez will eat in the UFL. He should and could get it back. Go do it, bro. Go in there, ball out. Make some highlights. Back to the league. All right, so we got 39 tight ends. Only 8 tight ends got signed. We got Kobe Parkinson going to the Rams. That's not a bad pickup for the Rams. Kobe's like somewhat of a reliable tight end. Nothing crazy. That's not a bad pickup. Rams had another tight end kind of broke out last year. Who was the starter tight end for the Rams last year? But they had another tight end that kind of broke out. It was a younger guy. I think it was a rookie. Noah Fant re-signed with Seattle. I think he likes it there. They probably paid him the most money. because I feel like there are probably some better situations out there for Noah Fant to go to. That's my opinion. I definitely feel like there's some better situations, but hey, like I said, he probably likes it there. Gonna be good, but got overpaid. He's averaging 7 mil a year. I don't think that's super expensive. Got 15 mil guaranteed over 3 years. I don't think that's super expensive, but I mean, we'll see. He's 25, so they're probably taking that into account as well. They still got Higbee. Yeah, I believe so. I could be wrong. We'll scroll down. I'm scroll down in a second. Zach Ertz to the Commanders. Who did? They still got Logan Thomas. Oh no, he's a free agent. Okay, that's not a bad pickup. So Zach probably gonna be the number one unless they draft another tight end, but that's not bad. Shout out to Zach. Good opportunity for him. Fant could have been something on the Bengals. Oh man, that would have been tough. Bengals did get Gesicki. Okay, I'm gonna touch on that. So we got Will Dissly to the Chargers. Another solid tight end, like a depth tight end, which it's not a bad pickup. Nothing crazy. Gerald Everett to the Bears. Bears, they adding some free agents. They doing their thing. They got DJ Moore last offseason. Gerald Everett and the running back they just signed. Can't think of his name. My mind went blank. But I mean, hey, they trying to make some moves. So I mean, that's solid. I wouldn't see it as like a destination I would want to go to, at the current climate of the NFL. I feel like there are better opportunities out there, but if the money is there and that's, they offer you the most money, why not? So, got to feed your family is what it is. Surprised y'all brought back Fant. Depart him to be good again. Definitely. Lot of potential there, man. I think you need to be in a different offense. Maybe not. Charlie Warner to Atlanta. That could be good for Atlanta. If I'm not mistaken, I think Charlie's a good blocker. I could be wrong, but I think he is. I knew he was in college. I don't really know how he's been in the NFL. I haven't had a close eye on him, but I mean, they run two running backs and run the ball a lot, so why not have a good run blocking tight end there? So awesome. Jonnu Smith to the Dolphins. That's a good pickup. That's an upgrade. I don't remember who their tight end was last year. Smythe. I think it was Smythe, but that's an upgrade. Definitely upgrade. So yeah, I like that. For them at the tight end position. Irv Smith to the Chiefs. I like that because the Chiefs actually use all of their tight ends. They use all of their receivers. So they definitely go do some versatile stuff with him and Kelsey. So got an athletic tight end. He's 25. So you get him for 1.2 mil. That's not bad. Mike Gesicki to the Bengals. I think that's a good deal. A good fit. You got a receiving tight end who still has I think he can still ball. I don't know how Gesicki is blocking, but I mean pure receiving tight end. I think just again not at the aspect of blocking. If we take out blocking, just catching the football, I think you could possibly look at him as maybe you could argue me 5 to 10 as far as tight ends. Maybe 10 to 15, but 5 to 10 could be arguable. His hands, I think he got good hands. But yeah, that's a good pickup. He got some speed to him for a tight end. He's not crazy fast. He's not Jonnu Smith fast, but he got some speed to him too. So I think that's a good pickup for them. They got some other stuff they got to worry about, but that wasn't bad at all in my opinion. Irv Smith is terrible. It's not updated it with the last few hours. Jamar gonna teach Mike how to gritty. Hey, that's funny. I forgot about that. All right, so we got Logan Thomas, still the free agent. CJ Uzama, Chris Manhurst, Austin Hooper, Robert Tunyon, Mercedes Lewis, Jimmy Graham. I wonder if Jimmy still want to ball. I'm a fan of Jimmy Graham, bro. I wouldn't mind seeing bro still ball, bro. He showed last year he could play. It's just he wasn't in the right system. Like they when they used him on the goal line, they would score, but like they just weren't using him on the goal line. Like you got a 6'7" tight end who, I've said it already, but I think if he wants the ball, I would love to see a team pick him up and actually use him. I think he can still play. McCole Pruitt, Tyler Croft, Blake Bell, Nick Vannett, Josiah DeGura, Adam Troutman. I could have sworn Adam Troutman re-signed with the Broncos, if I'm not mistaken. The Pats signed Austin Hooper. Okay, it might not be updated then. Not a bad pickup for the Pats. They like their tight end duos. They still got what's buddy name? I can't think. He used to be with the Chargers, but they still got the other tight end, right? Farrell Brown went to the Hawks. Okay, Hunter Henry. Yeah. So it's not updated. That's unfortunate. Do I need a refresh? I mean, I just click update. It's just not updated. Plain and simple. I like SpotTrack. I like this website, but I guess they ain't took the time to get it right yet. Let's see. Offensive line. Should I go over offensive line? Be real, bro. I'm not too good with the O-line. Only 16 offensive linemen have been signed. Robert Hunt to Carolina. Guard. Got $100 million contract. He's that good? I don't really. I'm familiar with Mike Onwenu. I'm familiar with him. So he stayed with New England. Got another offensive lineman for Carolina. So they just added 2 guards. So they're trying to upgrade the O-line. That's good to see. That's very good to see. They better draft too, bro. They gotta go crazy. Protect Bryce, man. Protect Bryce. Establish a run game. You got Chuba. You got Miles. Draft another running back if you want to, But do something. Do something. Definitely. You wanna get that O-line sturdy. Jonah Jackson to the Rams. Lloyd Cushenberry to the Titans. Tyler Biadasz. I've seen his name before. I don't know how to pronounce that. He went to Washington. Washington got another lineman as well. Got 2 offensive linemen. Okay. Matt Hennessy to Philly. They needed a center. So definitely address that off the rip. Mitch Morse to Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville got 2 linemen, did they? They got 1. Okay. David Bakhtiari. I saw that he got released. That's kind of wild. He was going to retire there, but hey, they got other plans. Panthers got no first-round picks. Why is that? What happened to their first? He's good, but 100 mil is crazy. They're desperate, Gotta do what you gotta do. If it works, if it plays out nicely, it plays out nicely, And if it doesn't, at least you upgraded the O-line. That's probably what they did. They just want to prioritize protecting Bryce. It don't matter the price right now. Protect Bryce. It don't matter the price. They traded up for Bryce? Why I don't remember that? That's crazy. That's life. Is what it is. I mean, if they can get the O-line right, maybe we could see something. You know what I mean? Let's go defense. We're gonna start with the edge. Edge rushers. We got 22 edge rushers signed. A lot of moves made with the edge rushers. Jonathan Grenard got the biggest contract of all, $76 million to Minnesota. Congrats to him, man. I wanted the Texans to re-sign him, but it wasn't like I wanted it that bad. It was like I want us to re-sign him, but if we can get somebody close to as good as him, I'll take that, you know. And then we went and picked up the Nico Autry, you know, and then we went and signed a Neil Hunter, but you know, still on the Nico Autry. I was like, okay, you know, we got a productive replacement, and that's all I was worried about, just getting somebody that's productive to replace his production, you know. And you know, but congrats to him, man. He got paid. He got paid, man. Leonard Williams re-signed with the Seahawks, $64 million. Bryce Huff to the Eagles. Good pickup for them. Very good pickup for them. Who do they have out? Don't they got a lot of outside linebackers right now? Well, he's a defensive end technically, right? Don't they got other edge rushers? I think Hunter is better, just older. No, I definitely think Hunter is better. But you know, we all got our opinions, and I agree. It was a DJ Moore trade. They're gonna trade Josh Sweat or Hassan Reddick. Didn't Hassan recently re-sign with them? Or am I tripping? Danielle Hunter to the Texans. Man, was not expecting that. I was hoping for it. I was not expecting that. So when I saw that, I was very happy. Very happy. The Texans definitely upgraded in almost every area that they signed a free agent at, they upgraded there. So you know, the guys that they let walk were some solid guys, but I'm glad that the Texans weren't desperate. They just, you know, I feel like they just sat and was patient, and they're playing a patient game. I think they got enough money to sign at least one more really good guy or one more starter. I'll say that. So we'll see, but yeah, that one definitely surprised me, but we'll see. Dorrance Armstrong to Washington. Not really too familiar with him, but okay. Washington trying to rebuild that front seven. Zadarius Smith re-signed with Cleveland. A'Shawn Robinson signed with Carolina. Law Nichols to Arizona. Danico Autry, like I said, to Houston. Gonna be kind of odd though. Well, no, he could play inside and outside. I feel like they adding depth to the front seven. I feel like we already got some guys, but you can't go wrong with a bunch of guys in the front seven. Is Okudah gonna play slot for y'all? No, isn't Okudah primarily a outside corner? Texans got better running back, D-line, and linebacker. Yeah. Hopefully safety next. You know, I like our safeties, but I've been hearing that a lot of people feel like we could upgrade where Jalen Petrie is. But you know, if he can get better, he was nice his rookie year, but we'll see. Leonard Floyd to the 49ers. 2 years for $20 million. I'm surprised they paid him that much. Leonard was good like that with Buffalo. Averaging $10 million a year. Yetur Gross-Matos to San Francisco. Adding to that front seven a little more. Tyquan Lewis. You know, I'm surprised San Francisco just went all in. They traded for Chase Young, and it was like, they're probably not going to be able to re-sign him. But let's just go all in. Let's get him. If we can get him, we can get him. It is what it is, though, I guess, you know. They draft pretty well, so, you know, I'm not really too worried about them. AJ Epinesa re-signs with Buffalo. Marcus Davenport signs with Detroit. Cleveland Farrell signs with Washington. Josh Uche re-signs with New England. We just went over that. Shaquille Barrett to Miami. I think that could be good. You know, if he still got some juice, I think that could be good. Dante Fowler to Washington. That could be solid. Nicholas Moreau to Buffalo. How you feel about that, dude? What's your thoughts? Autry is good. He can play inside and out. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to say it's an upgrade, but it can be, you know, depending on how we play him, you know. So, could be cool. If Cam Curl goes to the Texans, I'm going to call the cops. Hey, man. If we can get anyone, like, again, I feel the same way about the running backs. I was like, I don't care which running back we get as long as we can get one of them. Like between Jacobs, Barkley, Henry, I would have been all right with Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, you know. But then we got Joe Mixon. Cool. Would have been. It's so many safeties. I don't really care which one we get as long as we get one of them. That's it. It don't really matter to me. Malcolm Roach, Zach Bond, Foley Fatuski to Houston. I don't really know his style. I think he's an interior defensive lineman, so we'll see. All right, so we got Emmanuel Ogba, Carl Lawson, Randy Gregory, Jerome Baker. Who does Jerome Baker sign with? This is not updated. It's not updated. Jerome Baker signed with somebody. Did he? I could have sworn he did. Fatuski is a run stop at DT. That's what we need, bro. Happy to hear that. Thank you for enlightening me because we need that, bro. We need a stout run stop defense. Honestly, Jerome's still a free agent. Okay, I'm mistaken there. Very surprised that Miami cut him. I'm not gonna lie. I was very surprised. I didn't see that coming, but they had their reasons. You know, so be it. Romeo Okwara, Yannick Ngakoue, Chase Young, 24 years old. He is the youngest guy. He is the youngest free agent pass rusher. That's crazy. 24 years old. He's going to have to sign a 1-year deal. Hopefully, I mean, I wouldn't. Nah, never mind. I wouldn't mind if the Texans got him, but no, we good. We got Danielle Hunter. Can't be greedy. Oh, we lost Jerry Hughes and Derek Barnett. Okay, so that's why we got Autry. Okay, understandable. Calais Campbell. I wonder if Calais is still trying to ball. You know, is he trying to retire? He's trying to ball. He's 37. Calais would be a good pickup somewhere. Charles Harris, Derek Barnett was productive. Jerry Hughes was productive. Even though he's up in age, he's productive. He's one of the players who had like a resurgence a little later in his career, but productive, man. Dean Lowry, Mark Purcell, Dwayne Smoot, Clavon Chason. Oh, Clavon Chason, another 24-year-old free agent. Interesting. Bud Dupree, Jordan Phillips, Marcus Haynes, William Golston, Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney could be a good pickup almost anywhere, you know. He has some pass rush ability and he's a solid run stopper. Just one of them guys, you know, he could be a good pickup with almost anybody. It's a lot of pass rushers. A lot of excuse me, y'all. A lot of pass rushers out here. Solomon Thomas, Poona Ford, Deshaun Williams, Carlos Watkins, Jahad Ward, Kamu Grugier-Hill. He had a good season with the Texans like 3 years ago, and since then, I don't know what happened. You know, he's been bouncing around. Like I was surprised the Texans cut him that year, but you know, they know more football than me, so it is what it is. Shaq Lawson, Henry Anderson. I thought he's gonna be fire. I thought he's gonna be really good, if I'm not mistaken, when he originally got drafted. I think he started with the Colts. Can't remember. Anthony Barr. I thought he's gonna be crazy. Eric Wilson. Wow, a lot of names out there, man. Tanner Muse. Bruce Irvin. Justin Houston. Got some vets out there too. All right. So let's go to defensive line. Let's see. So we got a mix here because it's going to show us a little bit of both. Brooks might be a little younger. They cut him and signed Jordan Brooks. Bring Young to be more for the low. I can see something like that happening. I definitely can see it. Baker getting signed by the Hawks soon. Yep, Hawks need middle linebacker for sure. So we'll see. Christian Wilkins, $100 million man. I respect the Texans, man. They weren't trying to go crazy with nobody. They weren't trying to go no. He's averaging $27 million a year. I think they paid Danielle Hunter a decent amount though, but it's only a 2-year deal, so it's not too bad. But 4 years, 110 mil. Jonathan Grenard, we already went over here. Grover Stewart re-signed with Indy. They got a solid defense, man. Indy, it's like underrated. Justin Jones to Arizona. Bilal Nichols to Arizona. I need to drink some water, bro. Excuse me. We went through this whole thing. Gotta run it back. Let me see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna skip this here because we went over the most of this already. Defensive end, defensive tackle, defensive line, edge, linebacker. Let's just go linebacker. Outside, inside, don't matter. All right. Bryce Huff, Daniel Hunter. Aziz. Oh, you know, if I do inside, will it just show me technically? Because we seen. No. Now, this is unnecessarily difficult. Okay. So, Patrick Queen to the Steelers. 41 million. 41 mil. Tough, man. Good pickup for the Steelers. You know, they're still searching for that inside linebacker. It's been every year, bro. They're trying to find who did they have? Who's the last good inside linebacker for the Steelers, bro? They've been trying to find their guy for a few years now. Is Patrick Queen going to be that guy? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. You know, we'll see. But you know, they need somebody there. And 24 years old. Shazier, that was a while ago. Texans looking really good. Yeah, they are, bro. A lot of positive stuff there. And to think, you know, we still got the draft. Like, man, it's crazy. Think about Taco. Okay, got you. Go miss Ronald Darby. He was good for y'all. Can't wait for him to still from him to the ground. Cole Holcomb was nice last year. Is he still on the roster? I do recall that. Texans gives another wide receiver. I agree. Yeah. Somebody for depth or somebody to come in and be like a 2 or 1, you know? Either one. My coach first night in Queens that he was only good with Roquan. Hey, you know, I'm not gonna say that's entirely wrong, but we'll see. He's in a situation where he got paid. He's gonna have to prove it. That's what it is, you know. But Aziz Al-Shaair to Houston. It's a very good pickup, man. Very good. I got no complaints there. Solid inside linebacker, and then he's with a coach he's already played with, so he's gonna come and bring, you know, somewhat of a veteran presence, even though he's still younger, but he has some familiarity with the system and the defense. So with the guys that they're adding, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like they could really be tough. Frankie Louisville to Washington. Oh wow, I didn't know he signed with Washington. That's wild. Okay, that's a good pickup for Washington. Jordan Brooks to Miami. I like that. Would I take Jordan Brooks over Jerome Baker? Maybe. I don't know. But that's a good pickup though. Jordan Brooks is a good linebacker. Blake Cashman to Minnesota. Oh wow. So Minnesota got Blake Cashman and they got Jonathan Grenard. So they got 2 of our defenders. Now Blake was like a fill-in linebacker. Now he played good. I'm not gonna act like he didn't play good. He played good. But I'm curious to see what he can do, like starting for a full season. And I wish him the best. I definitely do. But I'm just curious, you know. Zadarius Smith re-signing with Cleveland. It's nice. Josie Jewell going to Carolina. He's a solid inside linebacker, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's solid. Andrew Van Ginkel to Minnesota. Kenneth Murray to Tennessee. That's different. Who's Tennessee's other middle linebacker? They got another linebacker there, right? Jerome Baker look elite that game. Jerome got some. He's very athletic. Very athletic. Like the sky's the limit for him, but I don't know. You know. Yeah, you don't got forever in the NFL. Nico wide receiver 1, Dell in the slot. Could use a 2 outside, like a legit 2. Yeah, a legit 2 or somebody that's on the same level as Nico, or if not better. You know, I will take, or you know, could compete with Nico. But Let's see. We got Mac Wilson to the Cardinals. Mac played solid last year. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Mac definitely played solid last year. That's a good pickup for Arizona. Hopefully he can replicate some of that success, but he did his thing last year. Jordan Hicks to Cleveland. I don't know how Jordan Hicks did with Minnesota, so I can't really say anything. Taki went to New England. That could be cool. He's playing with what's that guy named? Tavai. They got a little Polynesian thing going on there, man. Taki's solid. A solid linebacker. Delshon Phillips to Houston. I don't really know too much about Delshon. What's up with Delshon? Let me know. What type of linebacker is he? Levante David re-signing with Tampa Bay. Okay, cool. Willie Gay to the Saints. They got a lot of linebackers, you know, and that just is what it is. They did a great job. The Chiefs strengthening that linebacker core to where you got more linebackers than you need, and you know, one of them was gonna leave. It was bound to happen. One of them was gonna leave. So, congrats to him though. You know, hopefully he's going over there getting paid and he balls out, man. Got him for sure two Super Bowl rings. I don't know if he got 3, but I know for sure he got 2. So, go crazy, man. Get your money. Let's see. We got Nicholas Moreau. I already saw that one. Anthony Walker to my. Oh, I like Anthony Walker, bro. That's a nice pickup for Miami. They got Jordan Brooks and Anthony Walker. Like Anthony Walker, not crazy, but like I've seen him play really good. So that's not bad for Miami, bro. They got a nice little line, like inside linebacker duo. It was Aziz. Okay. Kenneth not like that. Special teamer. Okay. That's cool. Malik Harrison re-signed with Baltimore. You think Malik Harrison gets a shot at starting or nah? He's just gonna be a backup. I thought Malik, honestly, there's a video on my channel where I did the draft recaps, and I predicted Malik to start over Patrick Queen because I think they drafted them the same year. I said I think he could start over Patrick Queen, but that didn't play out. Devin White is a free agent. Oh wow, okay. Eric Kendricks is a free agent. Bobby Wagner, a free agent. Isaiah Simmons, free agent. Devin Bush, free agent. Devin Bush. He was with Seattle. I don't remember that. Oren Burks, free agent. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got some linebackers out here. Zach Cunningham. Let me see. Kamu Grugier-Hill. David Mayo. Quan Alexander. Quan still be hidden. Matthew Adams. Well, I thought Matthew was a safety. Blake Martinez. Jabril Cox. I want to see Jabril go somewhere and do something. He was at Washington? I don't remember that. What? Where was I at? Do not remember that at all. Okay. There's some linebackers out there though, man. Definitely some linebackers, man. My Charger homie says Kenneth Murray is not good. He would always say how bad he was. Kenneth Murray, I thought he was going to be fired, bro, coming out of college. I never kept a close eye on him as far as, him being in the league, but I thought he was solid. You know, he started for the Chargers for X amount of years, so I thought he was doing something right. Bengals get Bobby. I wonder where Bobby wants to go, bro. You know, he bouncing around. He went to the Rams 1 year, back to Seattle 1 year. You know, I wonder what the plan is for him. Like, what is he thinking? What is he looking at? Obviously, he wants to go somewhere where he's gonna play, where he's gonna start. Obviously, he wants to go somewhere where he's gonna get some money too. So, you know, when you want both and you're on the back end of your career, it's tough. It's not super tough, but it's tougher. That's for sure. Good morning from Germany. How's it going, man? Sure, my dad is a Chargers fan. What a Bengals shot, Bobby. Had high hopes for Jabril. I did too, bro. Jabril, he's a linebacker from the Cowboys. I had high hopes from him too. I think he played at LSU. Gotcha. All right, so we got cornerbacks. Chidobe Awuzie signed with the Titans. Solid pickup. I don't know how good he was last year. Y'all enlighten me. I don't know how good he was last year, but Titans got them a cornerback. Kenny Moore re-signs with the Colts. Man, looks like he's gonna finish out his possibly finish his career with them. If not, you know, like at least he made it all the way past. He's gonna make it past 30 with them. You know, that's fire, man. I think Kenny has made an All-Pro team, a Pro Bowl. That's good, man. Had a solid career. Sean Murphy Bunting to the Cardinals. Okay. Darius Williams back to the Rams. Is this his second time going back to the Rams? Or am I tripping? I could have sworn he left the Rams, went back to the Rams, left the Rams again, and now he's going back on a 3-year deal. Ravens legend. He played for the Ravens? I don't remember that. What a 2-day ride for my Texans. Are you a Texans fan? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the family. Yeah, welcome to the family. Went to the Jags, now back on the Rams. I don't know why I thought this was his third time on the Rams. Started off on Bracewell. Okay, that's fire. Keyshawn Nixon re-signs with Green Bay. That's what's up. I like that. Amik Robertson to Detroit. Change of scenery for him. Should be interesting to see how that plays out. Runner Darby to Jacksonville. Jeff Okudah to Houston. That's not bad. I like this. 1 year, $4 million for a 25-year-old cornerback. I like this. Michael Ford to Houston at another cornerback. 2 years for $4 million. I like what Houston is doing, bro. It's like you get some bargain deals with some guys, and it's like, hey, you know, come over here. You know, if it work out, it work out, and if it don't, it don't. And then you pay you securing you know, some of the priority free agents, but like not reaching for them. You know, I like what they doing. Buffalo, Cam Lewis re-signed. Jordan Poyer to Miami. That could be solid. He's on the back end of his career. I don't really know what to expect. I think he dealt with some injuries last year. I could be wrong, but I will see. Jalen Mills to New York. They're trying to fill a hole, losing. Wait, but Jalen played safety, didn't he? I know he's been going back from corner and safety, so I don't know. Re-signed Corey Ballantyne, Green Bay. Lonnie Johnson comes back to Houston. Young DB is coming back. Isaiah Oliver going to the Jets. Okudah's a decent player. Just think he never lived up to being pick 3. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's not bad for Houston, bro. You know, like Chino said, do or die. Do or die. You know, and paying him $4 million, we not losing much. It's like either he's gonna be solid for us or he's not. You know, this could be fire. Like we know what we got with Stingley, and you know, after that, you know, we'll see how everything plays out. Got some solid depth. J.C. Jackson still a free agent. Adoree Jackson free agent. Kendall Fuller, Stephon Gilmore, Micah Hyde, Michael Davis. Some guys out here. Patrick Peterson. I wonder what he's gonna do. Very curious to see what Pat's gonna do. C.J. Henderson, Jordan Lewis, Steven Nelson. I thought we brought back Steven Nelson, but I guess I'm wrong. But it's cool. We got younger. We got two. We just signed 2 younger corners, which is cool. Levi Wallace, Rock Ya-Sin. Rock Ya-Sin's a free agent. Shaquille Griffin. He's been bouncing around. Keon Crossan. Keon's 27. I don't know why I thought he was older than that. He's 27. That's wild, man. I met him in person, bro. He is swole, bro. Like he's not like he don't even look like he weighs that much, but like he's tall, bro, just straight muscle, bro. Like he's not a big dude, but like he look like he probably like 180 all muscle. Like he was very tall though. But you know, he's in the NFL, so I would assume that's, you know, somewhat normal, somewhat. Noah, free agent, 24-year-old cornerback. I think get some water in a second, bro. I'm coughing entirely too much. Or it's just been dust over here. Maybe I didn't think about that. Maybe it's been dust over here. I ain't been over here in like a week. Miles Bryant. So he's a free agent. New England and a walk. Kwan Williams. Didn't Dallas trade for Noah, or am I tripping? Kwan Williams, Trey Herndon, Justin Hardy, Tavier Thomas, Dane Jackson, Eli Apple. Oh wow, Eli Apple. Okay, so maybe Miami's gonna draft the corner. I don't know. Cause what's up with Xavier Howard? Weren't they gonna release him? What do you think about the Panthers move? Get out of anything. Sign on Bryce Young protection at any cost. Hey man, it's not a bad move, bro. Get your quarterback some help. That's huge. Bring Eli back to Cincy. That'd be cool. Have 2 top 3 pick cornerbacks. That's crazy. Still believe we go cornerback first round. It depends. It depends. I'm not against it. I think you know, I wouldn't mind seeing a receiver, but I don't think we need to reach for a receiver. You know, if best guy available is there, but the receiving class is so deep, I don't think we need to reach. We got Tank Dell away in a 4th round last year, if I'm not mistaken. What round did we get Nico Collins in when we drafted him? You know, like I don't think we need to reach. So yeah, if we did go corner first round, I wouldn't be mad. If there's somewhere on the O-line we need to fix, you know, I wouldn't be against that either. Xavier Howard got cut. Okay, so I just haven't came across his name yet. No, I don't see him on this list. Okay, so Xavier Howard is a free agent, but he's just not on this list. Antonio Hamilton, Christian Fulton, Justin Bethel, Fabian Moreau, Ryan Neal. Okay, Ryan solid. Akila Witherspoon, Logan Ryan, Daryl Worley, Trey Flowers, Duke Shelley. Some talent out there. Definitely curious where Stephon Gilmore is gonna go. That was so hyped up. Him and Trevon Diggs, that was very hyped up, bro. Then what's buddy name? He started breaking out. DeRon Bland is going crazy. So that's probably why they didn't feel like it's a priority to sign him. And then wasn't Stephon Gilmore getting cooked a little bit last year? Or am I wrong? I don't know. I could be wrong. Check out these safeties. I think Texas should go wide receiver first round. It was Noah for Kelvin Joseph straight up. Mechie, Noah Brown, Woods could work, but I wouldn't say no to Adonai Mitchell, for example. I think Mechie's a wide receiver, 4 backup slot. Noah Brown, Noah Brown is a 3. He could play a little bit of whatever, but like a solidified 2 or solidified guy to play outside with Nico would be fire. But you know, Tank is cool. Tank be playing outside sometimes too. You know, but I mean, you know, it's a lot of options. It's a lot of different routes that Texas can go. Honestly, we got safeties. Xavier McKinney, 4 years, $68 million. I didn't know he was that good. I knew Xavier was good, but I didn't know he was that good. Maybe I forgot. So my mistake. But congrats to him. That's a nice contract. Green Bay, man. When I say young, this team is young. He's 24, bro. This team is young and talented. And they're just getting younger and talented. They replace Darnell Savage with Xavier McKinney, a younger safety, arguably more talented, I would assume, based off how many teams wanted him. Same thing with Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs, man. But Darnell Savage to the Jaguars, 21 mil. I like Darnell. He's a hitter. He can hit. He's fast. I don't know how well he is covering, but the athleticism and, you know, the physicality is there. Brandon Jones. I don't really know how good Brandon is. Like, I'm familiar with his name, familiar with him a little bit, but I don't really know how good he is. But he went to Denver, 3 years, 20 mil. Kevin Byard to Chicago, another potentially solid signing for Chicago. They're making moves. You know, can't be mad at Chicago. They're making moves for sure. They've been signing people. Geno Stone to the Bengals. It's interesting. Was Geno even starting with the Ravens? Am I wrong about that? Was he even starting? I know he played. Is Geno Stone good? I think he tied the league in picks. Tied the league leading in picks last season. I wonder where Worthy will go. Somebody's gonna draft Worthy in the first round, bro. Just because of his 40. Like, it's just what it is. That's how that goes, bro. There's no way they're going to let a guy who ran 4.21 slip out the first round. Even if they don't know how to use him, somebody's going to pick him up and just hope that they know how to use him. Like, there's only a few teams that I would trust, like, picking that guy up and being like, oh, yeah, they're going to do the right thing. Only a few. But somebody's going to reach. He could go to a bad position, bro. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. Geno would start when Marcus was hurt. At least 5 of Geno's interceptions were overthrown. That's tough. That's tough. Well, wasn't Geno Stone undrafted? So I mean, for him to secure 2 years, 14 million, you know, $7 million a year, man. That's a nice story. And he's 24 years old still. He's doing, you know, he's doing his thing, man. His 7th rounder. Oh, that's still good. Still good. It's tough. Ready to Chiefs is probably best fit. I agree with that, but if they do make a move for T. Higgins, then I think that X's that out. I think they're not gonna make a move for a receiver in the first round or in the second round. Maybe like the 3rd or 4th. Somewhere after the 2nd. But 2nd for sure, no. First or 2nd, no. Alohi Gilman resigns with the Chargers. I like that. That guy, he's talented. He's a baller. I like it, you know. Good signing. Jonathan Owens to Chicago. He actually played decent with Green Bay. Like, I don't know if he started. I think he started some games, but actually was decent with Green Bay. I'm not gonna lie. But they got him on a good deal. 2 years, $4.5 million. They got that. They got him on a good deal. I'm not gonna lie. Deion Bush re-signs with Kansas City. CJ Gardner-Johnson goes back to Philly 3 years. I think that was like $30 million, if I saw the number correct. Jordan Poyer to Miami. We saw that one already. Jeremy Chin to Washington, 1 year, $5 million. That actually surprised me. I thought Jeremy Chin would be more expensive in the right system. Honestly, bro, I feel like Jeremy Chin's potential has been wasted, and it could be wasted in Washington too. I don't know who the defensive coordinator in there is there, but in the right system, this guy could be so good, bro. He could be so good. Big safety, very fast, athletic. It's just it is what it is, you know. Again, like I said, I don't know what the situation is with Washington, but only 1 year deal there. I mean, only getting older. It's life, but hopefully they got a good situation for him. Simone Biles' husband, yeah. Chin should have gone to Baltimore or Seattle, but it's all about who paid him the most, and if nobody was paying him that much, or maybe they wanted to give him a 2 year, 3 year deal, and he didn't like the number, then he went there and took that 1 year deal, and maybe that $5 million that he got paid is fully guaranteed. So, you know, I definitely I feel like, you know, he could be doing so much better, bro, in a different with a different defensive coordinator. So, a lot of free agent safeties. Jamal Adams up there. Jamal possibly, bro. I mean, in the right defense, you know, might put him in linebacker, man. I don't know. But it's gonna be interesting to see who picks him up. Justin Simmons is 30. I did not know he was 30. I had no clue. I didn't know he was that old. I thought he was about 28. Buddha's 28. It's tough. But one of the top tier safeties in the league, free agent, man. It's gonna be interesting. Same thing, Buddha. Surprising. But man, Eddie Jackson, solid safety, man. Been a solid safety majority of his career. He hasn't been elite his whole career, but he's definitely shown flashes of being that. Quandre Diggs, another talented safety. Micah Hyde, older, but you know, probably still got some juice. Rayshawn Jenkins, low-key like Rayshawn, he's not bad at all. Older safety, but from what I've seen of him, I feel like he's been solid. But man, these guys here, bro, like this is tough. This is very tough. To think that again, Justin Simmons, Buddha Baker for sure, Quandre Diggs is out there, you know. I wanted Texas to get one of these guys for sure between these two mainly, but you know, we'll see how everything plays out. Marcus May out there, Jordan Whitehead. Oh, Jordan Whitehead solid. That's crazy, bro. Had 3 picks in one game last year, and I think that's all the picks he had the whole season. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to Tampa Bay. Wouldn't be surprised. J-Ron Curse, Adrian Phillips. Adrian wasn't bad, if I'm not mistaken. He's older, but he wasn't bad. Saron Neal, Mike Edwards, Deshaun Gibson. Oh, wow, they letting Gibson walk. I mean, that's understandable because you got 2 nice young safeties, but was he not productive for them? Houston is letting Kareem Jackson walk. I thought we were gonna keep him around. Interesting. Man, a lot of solid safeties, bro. Definitely thought we were gonna keep around with Kareem. Jeremy Reeves, Will Harris, Sam Franklin, Cody Davis, Keanu Neal, Miles Killebrew, Terrell Edmonds, Deshaun Elliott, Jonathan Ford, Ryan Neal, Ashton Davis. A nice athletic safety. Adrian Amos, we let him walk too. Interesting. Yeah, I am assuming we're gonna sign a safety, bro. That's safe to assume. That's just my opinion, but we let 2 of them walk. So Deron Harmon, Julian Blackman, John Johnson, Ugo Amadi, Terrell Burgess, Levon Wallace, Cam Curl, 24 years old. That's crazy, bro. AJ Finley, 22. But yeah, nah, Cam Curl's tough. All right, I think we're done, bro. Aside from special teamers, I'm not really prioritizing them, but hey, let's take a look. Cameron Johnston. So Houston's punter went to the Steelers. Our punter was that good last year? Yeah, 3 mil, 9, 3 years, 9 mil. So they all about the same. I'll get paid about the same, 3 mil range. So ain't a huge difference. Tommy Townsend from KC. We got a Super Bowl winning punter to Houston. Brandon McManus got a kicker going to Washington. I think Brandon got a leg on him. Other than that, man, I don't really got too much else. Presley Harvin, I was surprised he got cut from Pittsburgh. I thought he was going to be a solid punter. Could have sworn they drafted him, so if I'm not mistaken. But it's free agency, man. That's free agency. Day 1 and 2. I'm not gonna make a video for day 3. I'm just watch day 3. Enjoy the rest. Other than that, man, appreciate y'all, man. Made it through the whole video. Shout out to you. Looking forward to it, man. But y'all take care. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah. Drop a comment, your thoughts. Subscribe. Stay tuned. Stay blessed.